Hello, everybody, and welcome to Strange Origins podcast, episode 36.
Yeah, just
Took 10
26,
off.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
And an unexpected work.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was crazy. Literally
Oh
today,
man.
woke up. I was actually gonna play Tarkov. I was gonna go gym,
Oh,
have a nice little
shit.
relax, and then I get a phone call from like my coworker who's just like, "Are you coming in today or what?" I'm like, "The fuck."
Where you at? Where you at?
I'm like, "Nah, I'm down on Friday. It's bullshit." She's like, "No," like I'm looking at it.
See, that's what's annoying when they like when you have like when you've been working on set days, right?
Yeah,
And they just immediately just like start switching shit around because they just have you back.
that's the thing. That's
That's
what
what
happened. Like,
pissed me off.
I never usually work Thursdays. I got like
Mm.
Thursdays off. For at least for the last month, I've had Thursdays off. And all
Yeah.
of a sudden, bam, you're working Thursday. I'm like, oh shit, okay. I got on that bike and I just, dude, I broke my
Easy
record.
work.
I got there like 25 minutes.
Fuck,
It's,
what?
yeah, it usually takes me 30. So shaved
Wait,
5 minutes
see-
off.
With some calf pics, or like little full leg pics.
Nah, my
with this.
webcam can't, it's too small.
Can I fathom the ditchness of my leg?
Apparently, my average speed was about 15 miles per hour. It's pretty good on a
You
bike.
just like, no, that's not too bad.
I mean, I was late, dude. Like I was like, like, I was trying to get down there as fast as possible. So
For me, when I was working in Audi, I would speed up. Even if I'm like early by like 10 minutes, I'll still speed up. Just to, like,
Really?
I'm just gonna sit down there. Just gonna sit down there and just
true.
no, because I don't want to go in there and be like, yeah, just coming in, get changed, and I'm like fucking dripping in sweat. And like that happened to me a few times. I'm like, why the fuck are you sweating? It's cold. I'm like, I just cycled, bro. Relax.
Are you gonna do that anyway? Even if you're cycling hard, you're gonna be sweaty anyway.
No. But if I have 10 minutes, like if I'm 10 minutes early, I normally take my time. But I just naturally just speed up anyway.
Oh,
Because I just want to get there. Like
did they have
I don't like
showers?
being. Nah.
No showers.
How they have showers?
I mean,
barely
it was a shot in the
fucking-
dark, innit? Maybe.
They barely have any toilets for anyone.
God damn. Because like I know you said you used to work at like Amazon and stuff. Like
Yeah.
there's been a lot of people talking about how shit Amazon is, and also like I don't know if you saw, but a couple of days ago, like apparently Amazon workers from around the world are uniting to try and like say enough is enough, like for you're treating us too badly. Did you hear about this?
Nah. I can see why though. After being back there like twice.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
not
you went back
that
there
time,
twice. Oh
Maybe
god.
3 times. Who knows? But it's just like they sell you this false promise of like it's a nice easy work environment. But then when you get there, the first week is fine, right?
Okay.
That's when the second week, that's when they're like, oh yeah, you have to actually be hitting targets and shit.
Okay.
And then if you don't do that, they'll like there's this like weird little motherfucker just gonna hover around you like a little fly, right?
Okay.
And it's gonna be like, yeah, the reason why you're slow is because you're doing it wrong.
Wow.
Just not what I'm like. Well, I was trained this way. And I was like, by that lady over there. And he goes, nah, don't listen to her. So it's like, it's this weird misinformation thing.
I love it. It's
you
like
get punished for.
I was trained this way. It's almost like I was born this way, man. I'm sorry. Like, it's like he's like, no, not good enough.
It's they're very fucking strict. Like I think what's worse is what are those? The agencies. The agencies are worse
What do you mean the
because
agencies?
like, because they hire agencies as well, right? They have fucking supervisors who
Oh,
will
okay.
literally stand there all day, Jack,
Yeah.
to watch this group of people who's been hired by agency, and if you just like slow, they'll fucking put you to one side and give you a warning straight away.
Wow.
It's
what the
fucking
fuck?
it's fucking nuts, man. Like I'm telling you, like
Is a rumor
was-
true about like bathroom breaks?
oh yeah,
Like so you just
like no joke. It's not even that. It's the fact that the toilet from where you're stationed is so far away. Honestly, it would take you almost 10 minutes to get there and 10 minutes to get back, right?
wow.
And so you either have to be running like full sprinting to get there and running back as well, just because your productivity doesn't go down.
Oh my god.
That's it. All they care about is productivity.
Did they
Like,
time
honestly.
you or something? Like it was toilet breaks?
You suppose, yeah.
They time
And,
you?
You literally go, I'm going to toilet. I'm like, yeah, you have 10 minutes, 5 minutes, boom.
What the
Walking.
fuck?
I'm like, I'm taking my time. I'm like, fuck this. I'm not. It's against human rights. Like,
Yeah, no, it
honestly,
is. Like
it's
that's why people
insane.
are starting to be like, enough is enough, sort of thing. Because like that's fucked up. Like you shouldn't be like, it's a nature calls, isn't it? Like you can't do anything about it.
Exactly. It's 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 sad because like you have people who because I've worked with a few people who's basically just like as soon as they start working, they moved into the area.
Right.
So if they don't pass the probation, they're fucked
Mm.
because they've just moved into that area.
So they moved.
And
Oh, okay. Yeah,
for Amazon basically.
yeah, yeah,
And if you don't get that, you're pretty much fucked because like there's like a 6 month waiting period after you've been kicked.
So before you can like reapply.
Yeah, basically, it's like
Jesus.
it fucking sucks.
So like, how do they like measure your productivity? It's just sort of like,
Oh, so like it's weird because they do it by hour. So like,
Okay.
look, it depending what station you are. Like me, when I was working there, my station was like it was very heavy moving around.
okay,
So they would time like from. Okay, so let me just give a little breakdown. So like, what I was doing there was like it's basically it's called rebin, which is basically like the scan in the front would put it in the box, and
Yeah.
I'll go all the way down here, go all the way to me. I press a button, and I'd have to find a button behind me
yeah,
and press that button again. So they would measure like that. Like so, if you press this button first,
yeah.
if it takes you more than 5 minutes to locate the thing, which really normally doesn't, that's how they would measure it.
Oh my god.
So, so for me, my job was worse because I'll have to be like fucking like
Trying to find
turn around.
the code.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing that's worse is like they would normally have 3 people in that station,
Yeah.
right? So they would have like 3 different colors. So you bugging out, right? You seeing their color and thinking it's yours.
Oh god.
And to that, it's like when it flashes,
Yeah.
you're supposed to press it and then push it so like the packers on the other side can pack it.
Yeah.
But because all of them are the same fucking color, right? When it blinks, you're bound to like run into people.
So if you're like,
It-
if your productivity drops, like you're just gone. Like they
Yeah,
get
they
warning,
give like one or two warning, and then boom, out.
and they just fire you for like you're just not good enough. Is
Yeah,
that pretty much it? Oh, damn.
basically. Or if you're improving, they'll use you until your probation ends, and then they'll just kick you.
Oh my god.
That's bastard way.
That's
of
why.
fucking,
That's why like probations is just such bullshit. Like they try and like market it because I'm on probation at the moment, technically, right? For my job that I already have. Like
Yeah.
it was basically like we all had our jobs and then we all got like sort of reshuffled.
Yeah.
And I'm in the same role, but it's got a different name. So now I'm on a month probation.
Oh my
So
god.
and it's just like I didn't realize, but you can't book holiday during your probation. So I'm just like, oh, I guess I'll go fuck myself then. And if I had any time that I was gonna book, like I'm not allowed to, but you know everyone else, like the managers and all that, can all book their holidays, but I can't book mine.
This is why the managers.
Do you know what sucks
They
about the
see-
manager thing? Yeah, no, seriously, because like my manager has just gone into a new role,
No.
right? So she's like the head now, but there's no probation for her.
Oh no.
so,
Manager now.
yeah. So like she could book her holidays. I can't book mine. They don't. I don't even know how much holiday I get. They haven't told me yet.
Isn't it like for every 6? Is it?
Because I have to calculate my holidays from last year as well, that I didn't use.
Ah, okay.
So I'm like, can I have my holiday back?
I thought there's only a certain amount of time you can use your holidays. So like if you don't use it within a year.
I mean, we were furloughed.
that's very true.
I'm still entitled to my holiday. Like,
Fuck your holiday.
it's like, why didn't you book it during furlough, you piece of shit? And I'm like,
You're getting paid, man.
yeah, like that's what I mean. Like, so I don't know, it's just a load of bullshit at the moment. Like, everything's being shuffled around. Everyone doesn't know what they're doing. Like, we're opening up the main part now of our place, so
so
it's
it's gonna be
just
like
hectic.
fuck fest of a show.
I'm just gonna coast, like, gonna ride
If I
along.
was you, honestly, if I was you, just like, if you can put like one headphone in or something, just fuck it. Man.
That's what I do when I'm like at the end of the day. I just put a headphone in and listen to music. Why not?
I just, yeah, exactly. or just like listen to the fucking radio in the background.
We're not. You know, you're not allowed to. You have to have a license to put a radio on. You know that. Like, if the customers
What?
or any customer like in the whole center can hear radio, you have to have a license for it. So we can't play radio.
Is that why Amazon don't fucking these cheap bastards over here?
Probably, you know. I mean,
Like,
Amazon like is like this
that
massive
Amazon-
conglomerate. Like, I don't know, man. Like, they have Amazon Music. That is true.
These cheap bastards. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, all you'd hear when I was working there was like, just machines and fucking managers shouting at you. Where the fuck are you going? You can't. That's all you hear.
Didn't they just recently buy like MGM, like Amazon? I'm pretty sure.
Is
It's-
it MGM that just bought?
Yeah, MGM Studios, which are like the film studios. Like, I'm pretty sure they just bought them for like either
8 billion, right?
yeah, like
8.4 billion.
so that's another fucking conglomerate, massive fucking company that's got another company now.
Dude.
Like, so apparently they own like all the James Bond series now. So
Oh,
so
no.
expect that on Amazon Prime.
This world is just gonna be run by Disney,
Yeah.
Amazon,
Apple.
Facebook, Apple.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. And then all companies are gonna be Shell, or the fuck the other one
BP.
is. Yep.
Yeah.
It's fucked. It's fucked.
It
Like,
pretty much is. Like, there is actually meant to be a law in place called a monopoly law, which is stops people
Yeah.
from buying too much of it. No one told Disney about that because they just bought
Yep.
every fucking franchise under the sun.
yeah, they bought They bought fucking.
I mean, they got Marvel, which is like the
They
biggest
will-
one. They got
they
Star Wars.
They got the rights to fucking half of Marvel now because of Fox.
Yeah, and they've also got Avatar, which
Fucking
the
hell.
next 4 films are meant to be coming out. So
Yeah, there should be some. There should be like how it can like some sort of like I don't know like law for this shit, man. Because it's like, the same thing goes for Apple. It's like the whole fucking Apple only charges shit, like the whole USB shit,
oh right, like
right?
and also not packing charges with their new phones and stuff like that.
What the fuck is that all about? It's like they just give you the cable.
Which the thing is though, like people are quick to have a go at Apple about it though, but I'm
Mm.
pretty sure Samsung have said that they're doing it for their next phone as well. So
I think they're gonna be using like a USB.
yeah, it's,
though.
it's a universal. Yeah, I get that, right?
Yeah.
But like at the same time, like people complaining, what was it when they were like, "Oh, Apple are getting rid of the headphone jack." Like, what bunch of cunts? Like, why are they getting rid of it? Like, and then Samsung, like, even Samsung made fun of them on an advertising campaign. I don't know if you remember that. They were like,
Yeah.
"We still got our headphone jack." A year later, they got rid of it, and then no one had a go at them about it.
But yeah, that's true.
It's like, "Oh, we're for the people." No, you're not. You change shit.
You're just basically just being one of them.
And no company is for the people, and until people start realizing that, like, the better. No company, like big company, are for you.
It's run by business.
Yeah.
That's the basic.
They
pinnacle
want
of
your
it, it's
money.
just business.
That's it.
It's
Like-
basic, yeah.
It's just as simple as that. Like everyone's like, oh, but they really care for their workers. It's like, but
No, they don't.
they
They literally
they
don't.
don't. Like, no one enjoys working
Amazon-
for Amazon.
Exactly. Amazon gives you this false hope of like, sure, the money's great. You get paid weekly. You get some holidays and shit. You get some weird, flexible hour that you can use whenever you want, and you still get paid for.
Yeah.
Cool, right? But they work you like fucking dogs. Like honestly,
Exactly.
down
Like-
to the bone. Like you will feel. I'm pretty sure if you work there for like 10 years, down
Yeah.
the line you will die, like on your own just because of Amazon.
It's like our modern day like form of
It's
like
more than slavery.
yeah, it's our modern day like form of
Literally is.
slavery where it's just like you need to earn enough to be alive, like in terms of paying for your house and that. So you have to work
Yep.
a shitty job, and then when you work
Yeah.
a shitty job, you know your mental health declines,
Yep.
and then it's just a whole cycle again where you don't get paid enough. Like I know there's a lot of companies at the moment giving people like quite a big pay rise.
Mhm.
But what like and I don't know if you've ever read any of the letters about it, but like we're gonna give you this much pay rise because we feel like you needed it, especially after the redundancies and all that stuff, and it's all a lot of bullshit. This year, 4%, what's it called, inflation, happened. That's the only reason why they're giving people pay rises. Is because when inflation goes up, you have to give people a higher pay. That way, it
Yeah.
stays the same. So you end up,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
You're
That
basically paying the
that's
same
all.
thing.
That's all it is. And they're like,
Yeah.
but out of the goodness of our hearts, we're good. No, you're not. You're not. You're not giving me a pay rise because I've done well. You're doing it because you're forced to, because the government makes you do it.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, mate. I'm telling you. Can we just please like buy an island somewhere? We'll get our friends. We'll
Like,
buy an island,
I would
then we
honestly,
will just live there.
yeah, invest in this. I mean, that's the one thing, right? As well, it's like when you, it's like same thing when you go with like small business, like your own business.
Yeah.
Do you either like suffer being like independent and
Mm.
basically working for yourself, or like with other small friends and family, or do you become like a corporate when you start hiring and then
Dude.
you start thinking of a business instead of like a hobby now, or like your
Yeah.
passion, it just becomes like a business and it's just money, money, fucking
But
money.
I've said that, like, I think I've said this on the podcast before, but there was this guy
Mm.
in Japan who has his shop out of his house. Like, he's like a
Yeah.
wood carver and or
Oh,
something
that's
like that.
nice.
And I think he does art as well and stuff like that.
See.
But he sells stuff out of his house. And when the shop is open, there's no, like, opening hours. The shop opens when he's ready and when he's got up and he's done his stuff and he gets up. That's it. So you don't know
Oh,
when the
that's
shop's
cool.
going to open, right?
Yeah.
It shuts when he's done, when he's tired. He's like a 70-year-old, 60-year-old man. So he's like,
That's the man.
you know, I'm done. Like, oh, I'm hungry. I'm leaving. Right?
Yeah.
Obviously, like, he wouldn't. If he's with a customer, he's not gonna just be like, all right, done, bye. Like,
Fuck off.
yeah. But do you know what I mean? Like, and then people have come to him and said, like, your artwork is really good. I can't remember if it's artwork or food. I think it's artwork. But it's like your stuff is really, really good. Have you thought about opening up like other chains, like other shops? And he's like, why would I need to do that? Like, I earn enough money where I'm comfortable. I can do whatever I
Yeah.
want. I can eat every day. Like, and I have savings. Why do I need to open up another one? Why have that stress? And it's such a Western mentality of like, you know,
It
like
is such a
get
Western
more money,
mentality.
more money, more money, more money. Like,
Yeah.
and it's just like, why can't you just be okay?
Yeah, and then they give you this false of like, oh, maybe you should branch out so other people from other countries can
Yeah.
like taste your food or see your art and
It's
shit.
like,
I'm like,
if the food's good enough, they'll come.
exactly,
Like,
exactly.
Like there's actually a restaurant that I tried recently called Black
Oh yeah,
Bear,
tell me
right?
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's one of the best burgers I've ever had. And my brother told me
Yeah.
the story about behind it. It's like he has one shop it's
See?
like in Brixton
Oh.
Market, right? And he's never opened up another one, and he said he's not going to because he said if the food's good enough, people will come.
Yeah.
And it's fucking true. Like I've had it, and I'm like, mate, I'll go to fucking Brixton to get some more. Like that's literally the best burger I've ever had.
Oh damn,
So like, I would definitely recommend like going down.
that's a statement. Damn.
It really is. Like,
No, yeah, I totally agree with that. Like with the whole mentality of just if it's good enough, you'll have dedicated people
yeah,
going, and it's not about at this point it's not about money. It's just making yourself comfortable. Like
Yeah.
like you don't have to be rich to be comfortable. You can just be like right now. If I swear to God, if money wasn't an issue, me and Lily would be fucking. We'd
Gone.
just be like right here. We'd
Really?
just literally just be here. Yeah.
yeah. That is, I
Like,
mean, that's the thing. Like, you don't actually need a lot to live. You know.
but I think it's fed into you pretty young age.
Yeah. Like,
That the more money you have, the more successful you look.
oh,
you,
absolutely.
you
Like
are.
Mark, like, but he used to get really down, man. Like
Mm.
about like if he's got those three things. Like, it's a very old thing. It's like if have you got a house yet? Have you got a girlfriend yet? Have you got like a career?
Yeah.
Like, it's like you don't have to judge yourselves based on like that success. Like, you don't have to have that. You know,
Mm.
like from a
I think-
young age, you're told you must get a career in your life that you're gonna do for the rest of your life. It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
what the fuck?
Or like you have to have like a certain amount of status by the age of whatever, like 25. Like you should have at least moved out, house.
Yeah, exactly.
That's that like you're not living. You're like living for someone else. You're not living
Exactly.
for yourself.
Like,
And it's just
do
it's
whatever the
such
fuck
a
you want, man. Like,
yeah, exactly. And
I
it's
don't, I don't
like
get it. Like, it just stresses you out for no reason. Like,
yeah,
mate, I'm getting like, I got grey hairs, like,
shit.
and it's just like stressed out. I shouldn't be getting grey hair at 27. What the fuck? Like, bullshit.
But yeah, no, I think my two sisters had the same mentality, and I think my siblings still does. That like they basically moved out at a certain age and like had family of their own. And I'm like, I'm
So
still
quick.
here. Yeah, exactly. I'm still here, and I'm like, I'm 28. You know, I don't have kids, don't
But
have a
that's the
house.
thing. Like, I'm pretty sure our parents had like kids at like young
Oh,
age.
oh yeah, like
Like,
my mom had my sister when she was like late 20s,
yeah, right,
and I'm like, fuck, man. Like
yeah.
me, I don't even have a house or career yet in my late 20s.
But
I'm
I
still
think my
like,
mum had it at like early 20s. Like,
oh shit, yeah,
so I'm just here like vibing.
living life.
Yeah, like
The youngest one.
I mean, yeah. You gotta put for us like we gotta put our goals 2 years back though because of the pandemic. We had
2 years, nah.
we had 2 years we got 2 years hiatus. We're actually still 26, 25.
Oh shit, I'm still 26. I'm
Yeah, you can still call yourself that.
Shit.
I'm 27. Like my biological age is 27, but my COVID age, pre-COVID age is 25.
Back 2 years.
Oh mate, having two birthdays in lockdown was not great. So
I see. I'm okay with it again because it's just my personality. I don't really do much for my birthday, but I guess
yeah, but I have
people
friends.
like
So
you, man. No, it's like I would like. I feel like I'd stress too much on um trying to please people. That makes sense.
mate, I can't wait for you to plan your wedding.
Like
You're
yeah, like,
you're gonna get full grey hair.
like honestly, because I think this is like the first time I've had like I think my parents threw me like a birthday party. And
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool, that's nice, right, cool.
Yeah.
But because like, a bunch of people came over, like family and friends and school and stuff, I was more worried about like what do you think about the food, what do you think about the setup, the
Oh,
drinks,
okay.
the music, the vibes. So like, I think that kind of traumatized me a bit. So I'm just like, oh, it's my birthday, cool. And I just have a quiet old me, you know.
I think
That's it.
I think for me, like whenever I had a birthday party, I was just scared that no one would turn up. I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, please turn up. Like, do you know what I mean?
Come save me.
Yeah. Uh,
Nah,
I
I understand that mentality.
yeah.
It's just it's just two different people.
It's
But
just,
I don't mind going to other people's birthday parties.
yeah, but you're gonna have to
'Cause,
organize it sooner or later.
yeah, that's why I kind of had like the whole
Just please not
wedding
next
thing.
year, because I got like two weddings to go to next
Oh
year.
shit, who you going to do?
Well, I got Mark's and my brother.
Oh shit! My
So,
bad.
what's my brother's one or Mark's?
Mark, please.
Which one do you want to be invited to? Your best man.
Nah, nah.
You ever thought about like who you would give like your best man like stuff to? Like, was that like something you decided at a young age?
Oh yeah, my younger brother.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it's cliche or traditional,
Do you think it's traditional?
but I think it's traditional, especially for my culture anyway.
Mm.
Um,
Because there's a similar thing
but
in my one. Like, it's like your best man would be somebody you pick, but then your
yeah.
groomsmen would be your brothers or sisters, whoever.
Mm,
So like because you know you have groomsmen and then you have a best man, like the one
yeah.
that's gonna help you organize it, basically.
Yeah. For me, the reason why I picked my brother is because like, if I had like two, like basically you and Stefan are like the closest
Yeah.
to like a really good mates to me.
Yeah.
If I pick one of you's gonna be salty.
Yeah, but Stefan's dead now, so it doesn't matter. I love you, Stefan. Don't worry. I'm sorry. Please help my bike.
It was him all alone. But yeah,
No,
like,
I
for me,
see what
it's
you
just, it's
mean.
just
Like, I
it's
mean,
just
my brother
easier for
actually said the same thing. Funny enough.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So he didn't. Like, so he's got a best man who's
Yeah.
one of his mates, and he was like, the
Yeah.
reason I didn't pick like he has two brothers, and he's like, I can't pick one of you because if I pick one of you, the other one's gonna be pissed.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
like,
Right.
and I was like, yeah, but
Yeah.
make a choice.
The thing is, you know,
Yeah,
like,
but
yeah,
grow
yeah.
some balls. No, but I understand the reasoning. Like, you know,
Yeah. It's just
fine.
it's easier that way as well.
Always the
I mean,
groomsman. Groomsman never the best man.
yeah. One day, one day
Yeah, one day.
you'll be your best man at your own wedding.
Yeah, like we got a mate as well, like Jacob. He is the guy who has like, he's that guy who has like 100 friends. Like he has, and he's good friends with like all of them.
I would have him bless my fucking wedding. I would have him be the fucking priest.
Dude,
That man,
he'd probably say yes to that.
I'd love him to be my fucking priest,
He's
man.
got a very tranquil like aura,
Exactly, man.
like, you know.
Like with that afro as well, like, yeah, like him just with him just like yes, and just like his aura of like.
But
son of
he's
being-
like not religious, so I don't think he'd do it like that.
Come on.
But like no, but like he's got like so many friends, and I said to him like, "Yo, like when you get married, who the fuck's gonna be your best man?" And he was like, "Please do not even talk to me about that." Like he has to have like he's either got to have like 6 best men, like,
Yeah.
and one of them will be a woman, or
Yeah.
he's gonna have to have like just no best men.
Yeah, just all groomsmen.
All groomsmen,
That's
and
it.
I think that's the best way he can go, because, like, why are there so much politics with weddings? Like, it's like I was looking, like, 'cause my brother's getting married as well, right? So I was looking at
Yeah.
his, and then the seat planning, like, who you're inviting to the ceremony and all that stuff. It's like
It's
if you don't invite this person, they're gonna get offended, and it's like, what the fuck?
Do you seat them?
Yeah,
All this other
yeah.
shit. I'm
It's like, oh, well, that person's not talking to this person. Like, it's like, what the fuck?
like, bro, like it's a fucking wedding. It's not about them. It's about you.
Yeah.
You, the fucking couple.
But these are all things that have to be considered, and I'm like, God.
I swear to God, if I get married, when I get married,
If-
I'm literally just gonna have like just you guys, friends, and then a family. That's it. That's literally it.
that's
I'm not
even that has drama, man. Like, it's crazy.
shit. Shit. I'll be like, oh, you want my cousin to come? Nope. My wedding, my rules. It's that simple. Because it's gonna be too much commotion. Because
Yeah,
I mean, me and Lily are already planning 2 weddings.
yeah.
Because one here, one in the Philippines.
Wow, it must be a
And
Filipino thing, because Mark's doing the same thing.
it is a Filipino thing.
Yeah, you have to go back to the motherland.
I hate the motherland. Fuck
Yeah, that's the funny thing, is you don't even like Philippines.
them. I'm sorry. It's just
I love
I
Philippines.
just see it.
I it's great.
I just see them as jealousy. Like
I
they
mean,
see
yeah,
and then
some people are, right?
because the way for me the way I've seen it, right, I've experienced this in my life, and
Yeah.
for any of my cousins just watching or hearing this, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna put you on blast, okay? like honestly, like whenever I sort of talk to them, or like they'll be like, oh, what's this, what's that, how's life then, and then all of a sudden like fucking money.
Right, yeah.
How much can you sell? I have this nephew over here that I don't even know. That's your nephew.
Yeah.
That you want me some money, and I get it, right? You want people to help you, but at the same time, it's like we're not doing any better out here.
Yeah, exactly.
We're struggling as much as you are. It's just because we're in 2 different locations doesn't mean that I'm fucking have more things than you, and it's just
Well, like,
that
people have said
thing
that
kind of
before
frustrates me.
to me, like, about, like, oh, like, some people don't have much money in other countries, and I get that, but, like, their cost of living is also, like, lower than ours. Like, we've got, like,
Exactly.
things, like, we've got computers in front of us and a microphone and all that stuff, which is fine, fairly luxurious,
Yeah.
right? And we do, like, help out where we can, like, with charity and stuff. But,
Yeah.
like, when the top 1% has more wealth than the rest of the 99 combined, there's really, that is the problem, not like us sending a few pounds, like,
Exactly.
and also, like, our rent is skyrocket. We have to have internet in this country to survive. It's not a luxury, like, we have to have it, like, for work, and especially if the pandemic has shown us anything, we had to have internet. Like, well, thank you, Yahoo. He's on my sayings, but you have to have it. Like, when I had to do Zoom meetings and stuff like that, like, I had to have internet. Like, and it's not a luxury. And then, like, we got other things like cost of living that we need to have. Like, that
Yeah.
buying fucking, like, vegetables or food and stuff like that costs so much money. So it's like our wage, like 70% of our wage just goes.
Exactly.
And then 20% should be to savings, and then, like, you got, like,
10% as well.
yeah, you got, like, 9 or 10%. Like, it's
That's
just
pretty
like,
much way to live.
yeah.
60
So,
quid a month or some shit.
and if something bad happens, like, oh, say your cat gets ill or something like that, you're fucked. Like, you've got
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I-
it's very hard, man. Like, I think I was gonna say, like, I think, like, when I went to Philippines, all I felt was extreme guilt. Like,
Yeah.
especially in Manila.
That-
Like,
That's the one thing. That's why I don't want to go back there and see families, because I'll see too much and just be like, I'll end up spending,
yeah,
going out of my way just to give them money, and and I feel like they'll get used to that, and they'll just be like, "Oh, maybe you can give me more later on?" And
Yeah,
maybe, like,
yeah.
down the line, who knows? But it's like I always have that. That's why when my parents say to me like, "Why don't you want to go back to Philippines?" I'm like, "Well, it's the reason why is this,"
Mm.
and they're like, "Oh, but they're not like that." But oh, knowing from past experiences,
But
I
even,
know they're like
but
that.
even if your family isn't like that, right? The other people kind of are as well. Like when I
Yeah,
like there's a lot of begging in Manila as well. Like, and it's like kids begging for money.
yeah, exactly.
And
And and then,
and it doesn't even go to them. I know I've heard Mark talk about this. It's like they work for somebody else who and they give the money to. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's
yeah,
just sad. Like, and I don't like. It's kind of like it sounds like if you was to outside listening, like, oh, like he doesn't want to see the poverty in his face. That's why he doesn't want to go back there. And it's not really that. It's that if you was to see it on the blank face, like, oh, like there's
yeah,
children begging for money, you'd think, oh my god, that's so sad. Give them money. That they're not getting the money. They work for somebody, like who's buying like drugs or peddling drugs or something like that.
exactly.
And that's a
Funny
fact.
enough, yeah. Funny enough, right, is when I was still in Philippines and my parents went abroad, I would because my friends they would be like across the street, right, but they would be living in like in the forest,
Mm,
but they'd be like basically like poor, very poor, right.
yeah,
So me knowing that, I would just go with them to like to the shopping center. This was like back in 2000 or
yeah,
1990s, right, where we would just go there with a cycle. I would just help them get
mm,
food and pick up boxes, litter, and all this stuff, and put it in the back, and basically go to um this compound that basically sells all this stuff,
oh
right?
right, yeah, yeah.
And I think my cousin saw me once, and she was like, "What the fuck? What are you doing out here?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm just helping these guys." I'm like, "Why are you doing that? They're poor." And I'm like,
It's
"To
just
the
like what
point,
the fuck.
yeah, I'm trying to help them." And then I got in so much fucking trouble to the point where like
Mm,
I had to move to my uncle, who was basically the fucking deputy of the fucking city,
damn.
like because they didn't want me hanging out. But I'm like, that's not the point. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah, while he dies of
sorry, I'm a
COVID.
bit off.
It's
But it's just that like sort of like like it's not even so much that I look down on them. It's just I saw pity.
right, yeah. Like you wanted to
You know,
help, like, but because as a kid though, your go to response is to help somebody in need. But then you get told by
exactly.
adults like, no, 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 don't do that. Like, and it's just like, what?
It's this weird circle of like hypocrisy,
Yeah,
right? And it's just it's sad because you're taught at a young age, oh, that you should help as much as you can, but when you do help, oh, why are you bringing this shit to the family?
yeah.
And I'm like,
And then you got
what?
the other
Like,
people that take advantage of you as well.
yeah,
Those
exactly.
like that was one of my lessons that my mum always said to me was like never let people like take advantage of you. Like, oh, like if I was helping somebody a lot, she'd be like, no, they're taking advantage, you stop. And it's just
Mm,
like, like I tried to try to look and see the good in all people that I
yeah.
can, but
Mm.
it's getting real hard. Like now I'm getting close to 30. Like it's getting hard.
It's because people will be like, I don't know if it's been done to them, you
Probably.
know. So it's like it's probably like again another circle of bullshit.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. It's
but
just got to the
yeah.
point where it's like I'm skeptical now, which is annoying because I never used to be.
Mm.
But we're getting close actually. Well, we're actually overtime now, but
Oh no.
we're still trying to come up with a name, by the way, for our other
Gaming
gaming
channel.
channel. We don't know. We really don't. Like,
Nah.
if anyone's got any suggestions, can't guarantee we'll
Well,
take them. But like, we want to get it set up today. Like, and we can change the name later if we want to. But
yeah. Just we
just
wanted
to
to
have some other
discuss it.
content. Yeah,
Mm.
would be
We
nice.
we do play a lot of games, so we just run into bullshit. So
Yeah, and then if not, we can become a hot tub streamer. Sit in a hot tub.
shit, yeah. Get them titties out, baby.
Yeah, we just get our shirts off and sit in a paddling pool, and then we'll earn a lot of money that way.
You just start doing waxing
Yeah,
and
waxing,
yoga.
yoga, yeah, yeah.
Yoga.
Dude, like now that I've mentioned that, I can put that in the thumbnail, so it's great. But this has been Strange Origins podcast. We're gonna be back again
Yep.
next week, and hopefully as well soon. I think it's like week after next or next week, but Loki.
Low key,
We
yes, it's
can
very true.
we can start
Very true.
doing 2 podcasts a week, but one will be normal, one will be about Loki. So
We're still gonna do the schedule because the schedule's a bit fucked as well.
yeah, we'll get back to that, like when we can. But yeah, all right. thank you for listening, guys, and we'll see you next week. Peace.